garment. I want you to really focus on 22 through 23. And when Jesus was and behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet and besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. Amen. I want to talk to you, you may be seated, I want to talk to you about the portrait of a godly father. I want to talk to you about the portrait or the image or the picture of what a godly father is supposed to look like. If you're man enough to do the deed, then you're man enough to take care of the seed. God has entrusted every father with the responsibility of a seed that has been sown. We keep in mind the principles of stewardship. Number one, God what? Owns everything. Number two, he entrusts us with the things that he owns. And last but not least, the day will come when you will what? Have to give an account of what God has given you. Fathers, the key component as we begin to look at the image and the portrait of what a godly father should be, we have to keep in mind that whatever we have been given, we are expected to take care of it. Our text reveals a man who serves as a role model for all fathers. Jairus, was a man of, get these things down, dedication, perseverance, position, prestige, and power. The thing that I want you to look at is that if you look at any man and any male, period, definitely with fathers, they do have two kinds of families. For the working father, there is his working family. Some of you have fathers whose first family was his job. So you didn't see him until he came home tired. It was late. Sometimes he was ornery and upset because he had a long day. He just wanted to get to the table and sit at the table where it was a nice home-cooked meal. Come on, brothers. I wish I had somebody say amen. And the day was long, and they didn't want to talk because he'd been yelling all day, or he was being yelled at all day. And so when he came home, that was his place of peace. In some regards, some call it the second family, because he was sharing his first 8 hours of his life with the first family, trying to raise money for the family, and then would come home and give the latter part of what he had left to the second family. I know at times this is not always appreciated, but for most men we know that this is what we get dealt. And the text says he was a good leader. He was very well known. But the day occurred when something happened with his family, or as we may say, the second family. His 12-year-old got sick, and report says that she was close to death. And I revealed to you that Jairus shows us, watch this, an example of what all fathers have to learn how to do. And it's called prioritize.